Hi guys, I just wanted to come back and give you an update about how my year has been. I did get my dental work done, and that went pretty well. I did have a rough recovery for part of it. I had dry sockets, which took forever to heal, and that sucked, but otherwise it was pretty good. Oh, and I had a hemorrhoidectomy. That was fun. But for the most part, 2018 was unremarkable, which was nice. Until December, I went out to dinner for my husband's birthday with my family, and I thought I got food poisoning because I had really watery stool for days, and ended up going to the hospital for dehydration. And they tested me for like C. diff and all the parasites and bacteria, and they did a CAT scan, and that didn't show anything, and they did x-rays, and that didn't show anything. And so I just went home and rested, and eventually that stopped. As soon as the diarrhea stopped, it was followed by almost immediate constipation. It's like the diarrhea stopped, and all of a sudden I felt like I couldn't finish. And then my stomach hurt really, really bad, and I was constipated for days. And then Christmas, well, there was some time in between that where I was feeling okay, and I was having okay bowel movements. But I was taking a ton of Miralax and Senecot and Docalax. Christmas, I had the same watery stools as I did the night of my husband's birthday. It presented the same way. I started with a really distended abdomen, pain just under my ribs, and just feeling really nauseous and terrible. And so then I knew it wasn't just food, or it wasn't a virus, because it was the same. So I went and saw my primary, and this was on New Year's Eve, and she sent me to radiology to get a quick x-ray, and that didn't show anything. And that, let's see, so progressively since then, my stomach has been getting worse and worse as far as pain goes. Sometimes my stomach's really loud with gas noises, and I pass a lot of terrible, terrible gas. And sometimes nothing is happening, and it feels like nothing's happening. It's really kind of a hard sensation to describe, but it just feels like nothing's moving. And so I took myself to a different hospital outside of my PCP's network, and they did x-ray, and they see that I have a partial small bowel obstruction, and they admit me to the hospital because I may need surgery for this. I'm hoping I don't, but the unfortunate thing with gastric bypass patients is there's not much you can do when there's a small bowel obstruction. And unfortunately, I had a surgeon tell me last night that with all the adhesions, small bypass or small bowel obstruction is just going to be kind of a nuisance that I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life, which sucks because it's a serious thing. It's a medical emergency. But I am no stranger to this. I unfortunately am very familiar in this setting and comfortable, and I'm not letting anxiety get to me. Yes, I'm just kind of tired of always being something But other than that, my spirits are good. My family's healthy. We had a wonderful Christmas break. I love spending it with my girls. They mean the world to me, and I think they are what keep me going. Because they're just, I'm proud to be their mom. That's it. I'm just very proud of who they are, and their kindness, and their empathy, and their patience with me. And that's one thing I talked to my therapist about, is having a lot of guilt for being sick all the time, for something that I did to myself. And I beat myself up for making the choice to have gastric bypass. I know I've talked about it. I'm still carrying it around. I guess I need to know when to let that go and forgive myself. And none of this is what I had planned on. But if you want to see my distended tummy, I can show you that. It's just big and it hurts. Let me see, give you an idea. It's just like this all the time, and it's right through here that hurts the most. It's just pressure constantly. Ugh. Sucks to be me. No, it really doesn't. I'm blessed every day. So yeah, I guess that's what I've been up to. Sorry for the shaky camera. And I hope everyone who follows me and everyone who is new is doing well. And I hope, if you've been having some problems or complications with your bypass, that they get cleared up and that you won't have any more. Because, I have to remember that I did do this to be healthy. I did it for the right reasons, and you did too. So just be strong, and it's like when I'm feeling low, I focus on what I do have, and that's a whole lot. So I'll stay positive, see if I need surgery, how I'll be feeling after that. But right now, I am just hanging in there, and unfortunately, this is going to be complications channel. Weight update, I have gained a lot of weight, but that's because my last bowel obstruction made me lose a ton of weight. So right now I'm at 171. Ideally, I would like to be at like 135, but I'm not worried about weight right now. I'm just worried about getting healthy. So that's about it. Oh, as far as the dental stuff goes, I have 3 dental implants that I'm supposed to get in the next month or 2. So that should be exciting. Yeah, I need to get some other hobbies outside of hanging out in hospitals and dentist offices. So anyways, I wish you all the best, and thanks for watching.